Good morning. It is Tuesday, May 26th, the day after Memorial Day. I hope you all had a great Memorial Day weekend and Memorial Day and took at least a moment or two to remember the real meaning and purpose behind Memorial Day, to remember those who have served, past and present. And here we are, Bed Talk number 48 this morning. What I want to talk to you about today comes from a show I was watching over the weekend. I won't talk about the show or the context, it doesn't really matter. And it made me think about this idea of almost. That was a line in the movie, something, sort of a life lesson around almost that I'd kind of forgotten. And it made me think about that old saying, decades old, of close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. You ever heard that one before? Many of you have. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. And the idea of almost is similar. In the context of the show is someone said they almost created a bad outcome. And what someone else said was, yeah, almost, but you didn't. And I was thinking about almost. It kind of goes both ways because it's easy to focus on some negative or bad outcome that we almost created. I almost had this accident. I almost lost my business. I almost messed this up. I almost. So it's a way to beat ourselves up and constantly focus on what we almost did. And on the flip side, it's so easy to talk about how we almost got somewhere. We almost achieved our goal. We almost achieved our budget. We almost achieved our objectives. We almost. And I realized how often we're in this almost state. We're either striving for something and don't quite get there, and we want to say, well, we almost did. Isn't that good enough? Or we want to beat ourselves up for something that we almost did or almost created. Well, let's be literalists. I'm quite often a literalist. And almost really doesn't matter, does it? Because what I almost created, if it was negative, less than positive, potentially harmful, whatever it was, but it didn't happen. I didn't create that. I didn't do that. So why can't I move on from that and let myself move on from that? And while yes, we want to celebrate all that we move, all our progress, but if we almost get there and we're constantly in this almost state, it's like we're giving ourselves permission to not get there. So neither of this is about beating ourselves up. In fact, letting go of the old almost, where we maybe didn't have the effect we wanted or had so-called negative potential outcome, but also even in the moving forward towards our goals and objectives, and saying we almost got there. Instead, let's just focus on where we got and what can we do differently to get there tomorrow. For example, if I say, how's your relationship? How's your business? How's whatever going on? You say, well, I'm almost there. Is that really where you want to be? And do you really want to live in almost land? And I'm offering today is give up almost. If it's in the past and it's something that maybe you regret or wish you'd done better, and you're talking about, yeah, but I almost did this bad thing, or I almost let this happen, or I almost lost the business, but you didn't. Focus on all the things you achieved. And if you're talking about moving forward and achieving new outcomes, new situations, new realities, new experiences, do whatever it takes to commit to actually achieving it. And yes, I know it's about the journey. And if it is about the journey, then act that way and celebrate the journey. And don't get caught up in the gap between where you wanted to be and where you actually are. If you really want to get there, find a way. Take a bigger risk. Not try harder. Be more vulnerable. Ask for more help. Be more open. And really do whatever it takes to get what you say you want. I believe you deserve it. So I guess the invitation here is to take a look at your almost and let go of them. And instead of focusing on what you almost did or almost didn't do, whatever it is, just let them go and focus on really getting clear on what it is you want. And find a place in yourself that has to change to get you there and to create that. That's what it's about. The work's in here. And it's certainly not about almost. So have a great day, a blessed day. Keep taking care of you and everyone around you. See you tomorrow.